How a lack of touch is destroying men, Part 2. The value of touch. We have seniors in retirement homes who are visited by dogs they can hold and pet. This helps to improve their health and emotional state of mind. It is due to the power of contact between living creatures. Why are good-hearted people driving around town taking dogs to old folks' homes? Because no one is touching these elderly people. They should have grandchildren in their laps every day, or a warm human hand to hold, not Pomeranians who come once a week. And yet, we put a dog in their laps instead of giving them human touch, because we remain a culture that holds human contact highly suspect. We know the value of touch, even as we do everything we can to shield ourselves from it. Fear of judgment. We American men have a tragic laundry list of reasons why we are not comfortable with touch. We fear being labeled as sexually inappropriate by women. We don't want to risk any hint of being sexual toward children. We don't want to risk our status as macho or authoritative by being physically gentle. We don't ever want to deal with rejection when we reach out. But at the root of all these flawed rationalizations is the fact that most American men are never taught to do gentle, non-sexual touch. We are not typically taught that we can touch and be touched as a platonic expression of joyful human contact. Accordingly, the very inappropriate, over-sexualized touch our society fears runs rampant, reinforcing our culture's self-fulfilling prophecy against men in touch. Meanwhile, this inability to comfortably connect via touch has left men emotionally isolated, contributing to rampant rates of alcoholism, depression, and abuse. The prohibition against platonic touch. And what if the lack of platonic touch is causing some men to be far too aggressive toward women, who, as the exclusive gatekeepers for gentle touch, are carrying a burden they could never hope to fully manage? Women, who are arguably both victims of and, in partnership with men, enforcers of the prohibition against platonic touch in American culture. The impact of our collective touch phobia is felt across our society by every single man, woman, and child. The awakening of touch. But here's the good news. There are many reasons why full-time stay-at-home dads are proving to be such a transformative force in American culture. One powerful reason is the awakening of touch. As full-time dads, we are presented with the absolute necessity to hold our own wonderful children. We are learning about touch in the most powerful and life-affirming way, in ways that previous generations of men simply were not immersed in. Once you have held your sleeping child night after night, or walked for years with their hand in yours, you are a changed person. You gain a fluency and confidence in touch that you will never lose. It is a gift to us men from our children that literally has the capacity to transform American culture. How to reach out. Accordingly, now, when I am with a friend, I do reach out. I do make contact. And I do so with confidence and joy. And I have my own clear path forward. The patterns in my life may be somewhat set, but I intend to do everything I can to remain in contact with my son in hopes that he will have a different view of touch in his life. I hug him and kiss him. We hold hands, or I put my arm around him when we watch TV or walk on the street. I will not back off from him because someone somewhere might take issue with our physical connection. I will not back off because somehow there is an unspoken rule that I must cut him loose in the world to fend for himself. I hope we can hold hands even when he is a man. I hope we continue to hold hands until the day I die. Ultimately, we will unlearn our fear of touch in the context of our personal lives and in our day-to-day interactions. Learning how to express platonic love and affection through touch is a vast and remarkable change that has to be lived. But it is so important that we do it, because it is central to having a rich and full life. Touch is life.